So what's the next step in this country for the UFC? Perth is obviously still the odd man out in the room. Is that the next endeavour for you? Is getting the sport ratified in Perth an important next step in this country?
It's a fundamental next step. When we made the decision to grow our business here, the mandate was simple: take our sport, our athlete, our brand to as many parts of this great country as possible. And when we started this initiative, we'd only been in Sydney and New South Wales, and now we've been to Queensland. Now we've been to South Australia. In November, we will have been to Victoria, and obviously Perth is the next frontier, to use that term. And frankly, I'm heading there in a couple of days to continue the conversations, to use Victoria and Melbourne as an example of what happens when you can have an enlightened perspective on how a sport should be competed. There's just no question that makes it's dumbfounding to actually believe that our sport would be sanctioned and regulated in an environment that's unsafe and unfair. And so we will never take an event to Perth as long as the fenced-in enclosure, the Octagon ban, is in place. And part of my role is one of education. It's trying to dispel the many myths and really to try to inform the perspective of individuals who make those kinds of decisions. And we'll be persistent. We'll be patient. We feel it'll be a question of when.